So I just started recording. Again, I'm the only one who can be recorded. Thanks so much for coming to our chair yoga practice today. There's something I really like about chair yoga. There's sort of this, it's a misconception because like I'm not a big fan of the stigma, but that it's like for elderly people being using our chairs for yoga. And I think that's like awesome that like everybody can do yoga. And yeah, I just got to notice that Dad is waving. Hi, Dad. You should be doing this with us. And because doing yoga like seated or in different positions than we're used to, it helps our balance because it helps with our, so I'm trying to get the sun out of everyone's faces. It helps with our body awareness too, how our bodies are in space and different spaces. So it's like our perception changes, whether we're sitting, whether we're standing, whether we're lying down. And I find some things incredibly challenging in a chair that I don't when I'm on the floor. And then you wonder, what am I compensating in any position? So I really hope you get a lot out of this. This is designed to be very light on the legs. This is good for folks who have leg injuries of any kind, and also people who are just, you know, maybe you're in a position like you're at work or you're in a space that you can't be laying down. I did want to mention some other things that are escaping my memory, but if you would like to tune into music, I just put on a Spotify assembled list. Just type in Hatha Yoga. I included the link in the email. And yeah, and we will, just so also you know, chair yoga has like 100,000 modifications. It can be very, very challenging. It can also be very humbling, grounding. There's a lot of variations on chair yoga. So today we're going to take it a little more simply, a little bit more grounding oriented. With, you know, we're not trying to do cartwheels over our chairs, but you know, we can certainly work to that if that's in everyone's interest. So if you have slippies on, let's take them off. I'm gonna play the music. Please let me know if the music or my voice is too loud at any point. And yeah, if you can find yourself seated in your chair or your seat of choice. Right. And you can just send me a little chat if anything needs to be adjusted on your end. All right. All right, so find yourself in tall chairs. Some seats are low to the ground, some are high. It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna just gently lower your gaze. Just get settled here. You can have your hands at the bottom of your chair if that's accessible. You can have them at the back of your chair. We're just gonna move through a couple of rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, chest comes out, gaze comes up. And exhale, dome through that spine. Round down. Go through a couple more rounds on your own. And notice if the expression, the distance, the shape itself changes when you're in a chair. If you're hitting the back of your chair, just simply turn your chair sideways so you have the free back. I find that my range increases a lot when I'm sitting rather than on my hands and knees. So really play with that. How does your range affect your practice? Eyes can come to a close. Just be mindful of that neck. You know, we have more of the ability to drop our neck back. Just be careful that you treat your neck with gentleness. On your next inhale, your next inverted cow pose, just take a moment's pause here. If you can, reach to the back of your chair and hold onto it and have that press your body into an even stronger cow pose. Can you increase that kind of bow and arrow shape? Take a deep breath here. And on your exhale, keeping your body as it is, can you just drop your chin slowly to your chest, keeping it bow and arrow shape? I will this way. Inhale, keeping that body as it is. Chin comes to rise. Exhale, chin drops to your chest. Do one more of these. Inhale. And exhale, release everything back to a neutral spine. Plant your feet directly under your knees. Knees more or less in front of your hip bones. Take a deep breath. Arms are going to come out to the side. Eyes can be open or closed. And just let your hands remain reaching out either side. We're going to take an inhale, look to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, look to the left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, right ear comes to right shoulder, energy up through your feet. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Music gets kind of spooky. And exhale, back to center. Inhale, energy out through those fingers, arms come up. I know you can't see my fingers, but I'm simply grasping my right, taking my right hand, grasping my left wrist and stretching tall. And pulling my body gently to the right side, keeping length, not trying to give up, just length through that side body. Inhale, come back to center, stretch those hands long. Exhale, left hand reaches to grab your right wrist, stretch to the left. Do that one more time. Inhale, open tall. Exhale, right wrist, right hand to left wrist, stretch to the right. Inhale to reset, nice and tall. Left hand to right wrist, gently bow to the left. Look up underneath that shoulder if you like. Come up on an inhale. Exhale, first forward fold, we're just gonna practice folding. Nothing fancy, hands to thighs or hips, just take an inhale to get tall. And exhale with a controlled bow, begin to lean forward. We're not dropping between our legs, just a controlled bow. Either using your hands or using your lower back muscles and abdomen, pull yourself back up, okay? So now we're gonna accentuate that motion a little bit. So you're going to inhale, deep breath, arms to the sky, right hand grabs left wrist, gentle lean to the right. A little faster, inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand reaches for right wrist, exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms are going to come forward as you gently bow forward. You're not collapsing, controlling, keeping those shoulders from sagging. Try to keep them reaching up and out. Come on up. Exhale, palms come to prayer. Coming down, 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 and resting at your heart center. Take a deep, cleansing inhale. Gaze can lower. Eyes can close. Relax those shoulders on your exhale. Deep inhale all the way down that spine. Exhale to release. More inhale through your nose. Release. Excellent. We're going to repeat that just a little bit differently. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me a little bit better. You're going to bring your booty to more of the edge of your chin. You're going to inhale, reach those arms out, out, out. Reach them up. Exhale. Walk those feet up just a little bit beyond your knees. Begin to forward fold. Hands can always stay at your hips or your thighs. Just however you want to feel that length. You can even bring your hands down. Just don't collapse. Keep energy through your legs. Inhale, arms up. One more time. Exhale, fold, fold, fold. Hands resting wherever they may, not collapsing. Length through the spine. Inhale, arms up. Excellent. Now we're going to keep our right arm up. Our left hand is going to come down, down, down. It's going to reach behind our back. So we look like this. Your left hand is reaching towards that right shoulder blade. Your right hand is going to come down, come across your back. And if you can reach your left elbow, just give it a little scooch. You're trying to encourage that left hand to go up your back a little bit more with the help of your right hand. Gentle, just a very gentle nudging. Excellent. On your inhale, release that right arm only. Bring it up, up, up past your ear. And exhale, drop it down to meet the palm of your left hand or your fingertips. Or if you have a rope or a strap you practice with, you hold it right here. Excellent. Inhale, gaze comes a little up, that head kind of giving some energy to that right elbow, wherever your hands are. Exhale, release your right hand, release your left hand, bring them down, shoulders up. down. Excellent. We're going to move through that one more time. Inhale, walk those feet out a little bit so they're slightly further out than your knees. Reach those arms up, up, up on a cleansing, lengthening inhale. Exhale, fold. Again, try to keep that flat back. Avoid grounding as much as you can. You might end up here in kind of a Uttanasana chair pose. Pardon the pun. You might be able to go a little further. Wherever you are, you can relax into it now. Dome over. Take a deep breath wherever you are. And release. Excellent. Inhale. Walk your body back up. Roll your body back up and walk those feet back in. Arms come up. This time your right hand is going to come down past behind your back. Your left hand is going to go back as well, trying to reach that right elbow if possible, or wherever you find it. If I just did this hand, just do the other hand. I don't remember which hand I started with. But either way, use your other hand to gently guide that right, I think it's your right hand up towards your left shoulder blade. I'm going to take a couple breaths here. Leaving your right hand at the highest point that you can comfortably, or at least your left hand energized and meaningful. Reach up, up, up. Tall spine. Exhale, reach it down your back. Again, if you practice with a strap, you can hold on to two ends of your strap here, or see where your hands go. You feel on your back where your hands meet, maybe your hands actually meet, and you can kind of claw them together. Inhale, lifting your head so it's in line with your spine. That might put a little extra nudge on that left elbow. Take a deep breath here. Release. Deep breath here. Release. Last inhale. Unwind your left hand. Gently unwind your right hand. Give your shoulders a little shake. Couple of rolls. Very nice. We're going to inhale. Reach your arms out to the side. Energy out like our star we did in our full moon practice. Then bend at the elbows. Take a deep breath, tall spine. With your cactus arms, pivot at your belly button area, trying to engage your whole core, not just your shoulders. Turn your body towards the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twisting at the lower body, lower core, turn to the left. Inhale, back to center. In your own breathing cycles, do a couple more rounds, do maybe 2 more rounds each side. Just notice if your hips want to move, and see if we can ground our hips a little deeper into our seat. Keep your breathing consistent. This can also be done on the floor in a cross-legged position or any comfortable seat, but for the benefits of today's practice, I'm going to lead you through just the chair modification. Once you come back to neutral, just have a moment here in your cactus arms. Let's take a moment. Eyes closed till everybody gets here. Deep breath in. Release. Excellent. We're going to take a deep breath in. Eyes can open. We're going to twist towards that right side again. Arms are going to straighten. You're going to hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee or in between your legs, whatever is accessible. Using that left arm against that right thigh against elbow. Press that heart open to the right side. So if you notice, my legs are doing as much work as my arms, trying to keep everything strong. That contact between elbow and leg is a mutual pushing against each other. Gaze can come to the top hand. Gaze can look towards the bottom hand. Whatever's comfortable. Take a deep breath. Stretch a little more. Heart opens a little more. Exhale, come back to center, cactus arms. Take a cleansing breath to come back to neutral. Little repose. Inhale, other side. Twist at that lower belly. Stretch those arms long. Hook your right elbow to left thigh just above your knee or in between your legs onto that right leg. Begin to resist with that lower arm and leg, pushing against each other to open that heart towards the left side. You can even play where your arm eventually rests. Gaze can be down. Gaze can be up. Inhale, one more breath here. Exhale, come on back to cactus arms. Reach those arms out, 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 up, up, up. Walk those feet out, scoot your booty out. Forward fold, control, 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 and relax it forward. Excellent. You can walk your hands up your legs, get everything back to neutral, hand and feet under knees. Excellent job. Let's take a cleansing shoulder roll. Inhale up, exhale, release down your back. It's like cleansing is the word of the day. It's like the word of the times, I think. One more, inhale, shoulders come up to meet your earlobes. And exhale, like come down. There's a lot of work we just did in the shoulder area. Very nice. Next, we want to bring our tush to a little bit of the edge again. We don't want to have to sink back. We're going to keep our left leg, heel underneath your knee. Right leg is going to extend, flexed foot. Inhale, reach those arms out, out, out. Exhale, begin to forward fold. You might already feel it, I certainly do, trying to keep energy through that lower back as much through the crown of your head. That tailbone pressing back into space, keeping that right foot flexed. And go just until you meet that edge where you want to round down. Take a deep breath here to get length. Exhale, round down. Hands can come wherever they're comfortable. Be on your hips, rest on your thighs, be on the floor. Your knee can always be bent. In fact, you should rarely lock your knees out in our practice. So inhale, roll on up. Going to just switch legs. We don't have to move through a full flow. Your right heel is going to come under your right knee. Left leg extends. Take a deep breath. Arms reach up, up, up. Forward fold, trying to keep that flat back as much as you can, almost like making a little bowl out of your lower back. Finding that edge, if you need more sensation, flex more, and then fold down. Hands resting wherever is comfortable. If you bend your knee, that's absolutely all right. As long as you are feeling some gentle stretching of the back of your leg, you are getting the benefits of this pose. Let your neck relax as well. Have a nice view of my belly button. Excellent. Begin to roll, roll, roll. Up. Very nice. Bring that leg back in. You know it's coming. We're going to now reach both legs out. This can be a little wobbly depending if your chair rocks. So please just be gentle. Bring a light bend into both knees so you really have kickstands made out of both of your heels. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, with deliberate motion, begin to forward fold, flexing those toes. Hands rest wherever they may. They reach your feet. You can gently massage the bottoms of your feet. You can use your peace fingers to grip your big toes and pull yourself forward a little more. Excellent. And begin to roll yourself back up. Bring those legs in. I'm going to twist back to the front. You can see me. Very good. Take a deep breath. Arms out, up, up, up. Palms meet slowly and controlled as if this were a choreographed dance. Bring your palms deliberately past your face. Notice any shadow it casts. And let them rest at your heart center. Gently close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. With every inhale, feel that heart space opening up. Of course, heart space is not really a scientific term, but it's our center. You want to think of your heart space as your actual heart. If you want to think of it as the center, the space where your kind of energy emanates, you can get very creative with what that means. But it can be it's thought of to be a sort of powerful force, and that's why we center here. So with every inhale, whatever that space is, just opens to receive. Your exhale as you're releasing and sharing with others. Let's take one more inhale together. Meet that heart space and release from there. Wonderful. Blink your eyes open. This time you can have your hands to kind of guide you here. We're going to lift up. Actually, let's work into this. First, we're going to flex our right foot and begin to lift it up, up, up. Notice the hole in my sock. Let that distract you. Notice if you've begun to curve your back. Can we straighten up? Good. Feel the energy of that upper thigh. Deep breath. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, get tall through that spine. It's okay if we lean back a little bit. Just don't want to round down and give up all that energy that we've built. So inhale, get energized through the spine. Exhale, you can grip the chair however you want. Begin to flex the left foot and lift it up, up, up. I'll face you for a moment. No hold here. And release. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, tall spine. Grip the chair wherever's comfortable. Exhale, right leg comes off the ground. Flex, flex, flex. Release on an exhale. Really empty out on those exhales. You don't have to go exactly in the time that I'm giving you. Inhale, left foot comes up, up, up. Energy through tall spine. Flex that foot as much as you can, like you're walking on the wall. Deep breath here. Exhale, release. Inhale, right foot comes up, up, up. Flex. We're going to bend it, turn it out, and rest again. Or waiting for the bus pose. So that's the real Sanskrit term. Your left ankle is under your left knee. Your right foot, it's kind of making like a figure 4 on top. Inhale. Let's reach our arms directly up past that heart space. Exhale, begin to forward fold, like our pigeon pose. If you would like to load up with pillows here, if that makes the pose a little less intense for your hip, that is great. Just put a pillow here like we've done in previous practices. Your hands can rest wherever is comfortable. They can just dangle. They can be on your chair. You can even use the back of your chair to gently press your body a little more forward. Keeping energy through that right foot nice and flexed. Inhale, get long through the crown of your neck. Exhale, release, bow forward. Inhale, get long through the crown of your head. Exhale, release. And just hang out here. I want to bring a gentle swaying to the pose. See if you can relax the back of that neck even more. I always can. When you're ready, plant your feet, your hands comfortably on your chair so they can help support you as you roll up. Head is the last thing to rise. Eyes may be closed, they may be open. Shoulders rest down your back. Take a breath. Exhale, extend that right leg straight out and down to the floor. I like to bounce my heels up and down a little bit here. Dance. Inhale, left foot rises, tall spine. Exhale, turn it out. Rest that left ankle on the thigh of your right leg. Not too close to you, just above that knee, making a figure 4. It's a parallel with, if you had a wall in front of you, it'd be parallel with that wall. Assuming the wall is straight and flat. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, flex through that foot. Try not to let your toes dip or come up. Try your best to just keep it even. Inhale, palms come together. Let them reach up past your center. Inhale. Gaze can lift. Everything gets long so you can fold forward. You can hang out in our table top here, sending energy through your fingers. And then you can release wherever is comfortable. Hands can just be dangling. So again, you're supported by the chair. Hands can rest on your leg. You can rest on your chair, or you can even use the back of your chair to gently press your torso a little more forward. Create a little more sensation in that left hip. Inhale, get long through the crown of your neck. Feel your shoulder blades coming closer together. Exhale, release. Inhale, get long through your spine. Exhale, release. Keeping that left foot energized. Inhale, get long for the last time in this position. Exhale, release, bow forward. Begin to ground your hands into your chair to support a nice rolling up through the spine. Head is the last thing to rise. Begin to unhook that left leg, extend it out, and bring it in. Do a little hop, little like, I'm gonna have one of my isolation dances. Be inspired by this. All right, so now we're gonna find our way onto the floor. We're almost into our final pose of rest. If you have a mat, you can have it gently next to your chair. Otherwise, if you don't mind your floor, we're not gonna be doing too much work on the floor, just mostly resting. So if you have a carpet or something, you should be good to go. So you want to ever so gently get yourself off the chair. If you'd like to do this on your chair, you may do the best you can. I just encourage you to go into a forward fold if you'd like to stay seating, if you have an injury or anything like that. What we're going to do is we're going to move into a child's pose with our chair. Again, a little bit difficult without the use of the legs, so just forward fold to get that nice compression if you're staying in the chair. You're going to walk back a little bit. You're going to reach your hands onto the chair and just send those hips back into space. Your knees can be open, they can be a little closer together. You're going to let your head gently rest between your upper arms. Yep, that's it. Bring a gentle rock side to side. See if you can relax your neck a little more while still maintaining deep and careful breaths. Final breath in this pose. On your exhale, hold those hands off your chair. Get yourselves comfy. We're going to do a little bit of leg elevation Shavasana today. So that's exactly as it sounds. You know, bring your legs up onto your chair. You can even bring them down to the lower part if this seems a little high for you. If it does feel like a stretch, bring your booty in closer to the chair. And begin to recline. Give everyone a little bit of time to get into this pose. At any point you want to get out, you want to put some pillows on under you, blanket on you, this is your time. For those of us who would like to settle here, take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, round through those shoulder blades, round through the top finger knuckles versus any other knuckles. Notice where your body stops being in contact with the floor. Where normally we feel our glutes and our upper leg muscles making some form of contact, if you're in this position, all of a sudden they're suspended. And then notice where you make contact again with your chair. Legs up a wall, legs essentially inverted. Can be very therapeutic. For injured legs, it can be after a workout or a yoga practice. It helps reduce inflammation. And it can bring a calming sensation on the heart space. So just begin to relax here. Let go of your mindful breathing and just let a natural breath take over. Eyes can begin to close. Jaw relaxes. Muscles around your temple relax. Notice any sensation in your toes if they're up in the air. Here, as you drift in this sort of peaceful, passive surrender, I'm going to read you our Wednesday reading, my favorite. I'm just going to write myself to read this so that you can stay exactly as you are. This poem is by an American poet laureate, which is it's a little bit different from the British poet laureate I was reading, but a highly acclaimed poet. She lived towards the end of the 1900s. Her name is Elizabeth Bishop, and this poem is called I Am in Need of Music. It reads, I am in need of music that would flow over my fretful, feeling fingertips, over my bitter, tainted, trembling lips, with melody deep, clear, and liquid slow. Oh, for the healing swaying, old and low, of some song sung to rest the tired dead, a song to fall like water on my head, and over quivering limbs, dream flushed to glow. There is a magic made by melody, a spell of rest and quiet breath, and cool heart that sinks through fading colors deep to the subaqueous stillness of the sea, and floats forever in a moon-green pool, held in the arms of rhythm and of sleep. Just take an inhale and let the words just move through you. And an exhale to let them pass. Continue to bring just natural breath to your bodies. We'll read it one more time. It's a little bit longer than usual, but I hope you find some soothing images in the words and a maybe familiar appeal towards something that makes you feel a little more human. Just the desire to hear music and what it does to the spirit, for one. Again, this is I Am in Need of Music by Elizabeth Bishop. I am in need of music that would flow over my fretful, feeling fingertips, over my bitter, tainted, trembling lips, with melody deep, clear, and liquid slow. Oh, for the healing swaying old and low of some song sung to rest the tired dead, a song to fall like water on my head and over quivering limbs, dream flushed to glow. There is a magic made by melody, a spell of rest and quiet breath and cool heart that sinks through fading colors deep to the subaqueous stillness of the sea and floats forever in a moon-green pool, held in the arms of rhythm and of sleep. Excellent. You can take a deep breath there. You can release that into the world, just as they do in the poem. Begin to bring some feeling back into our fingertips. Start wiggling your toes. Reach those arms up overhead and stretch. If your feet are on a chair, just take a little extra time to get those feet off. Just drop them over the sides and roll over onto your favorite side. Just take a gentle fetal pose here. Notice if your deep breaths come with a little more confidence now. Using your top hand to press against the floor, push your body to a seated position of comfort. Eyes still closed. I'm just going to conclude today with a little gentle massage of ourselves. We're going to begin by bringing those arms out in front, crossing them over to rest just above our shoulder blades, and relax and rub those fingertips into those tender, muscly areas. You can even work those fingers up your neck a little bit. Bringing some oxygen to those places. Excellent. If you'd like, you can begin to unwind those arms and just bring those palms to cover your eyes. And where your fingertips lie, just begin to gently massage your face. Thumbs may be at temples. Middle finger, ring finger may be right in between your eyebrows. Work that thumb down the side of your face to that jaw area. Let your mouth just fall open and closed with gentle massage. Finally, you can bring the sides of your index fingers just over your eyebrows. Apply a little pressure and then pull them to meet your temples, like you're wiping sweat off your eyebrows at the same time. Excellent. And then just cover your eyes with your hands one more time. Chin can lower towards your chest. Begin to blink your eyes open into your hands. Very carefully remove that shield from the sun. Hands come to heart. Take a deep breath. And exhale, bow forward to signal the end of our class today. I offer namaste to those of you who'd like to receive it. And I offer thank you to everybody. Thanks so much for joining for our restorative class. I hope that this was an interesting take on yoga and one that you can apply to many settings. I hope to see you on Saturday for our energized flow. And in the meantime, don't hesitate to reach out with any questions, requests, anything like that. Take care, everyone. You rule.